This is a $5,000 haul from the Vintage Non-Sports card auction. And yeah, these are all individual sheets stacked up very high. Let's go through some of these cards. So up first, we're going to go through these Swedish Selmaskars. I purchased a few different lots and it looks like they're combined in here. So let's go through those specifically. This first one has 4, and I forget the years. The problem with these, by the way, is the grading companies just blankly label these as like 1978, which is way off. I may open some of these packs or preserve. I haven't fully decided yet. There's one I'm gonna get graded, but we have Elvis there, Elvis again, and another Elvis on these 3 right here. I assume these are going to be 3 different specific years, just based off of the packaging and the colors. And I'm going to try my best to preserve these as I can. There's one of them, though, that has like a really cool card, and we'll go over that in a second. Here's the second group. We'll open that one up. And if someone knows what each of the years the colors are, I'd appreciate it. So we have this one up here. And this is the one that I want to get graded. So unfortunately, it does look like the pack has a little bit of a rip right there, but that is an early Bob Marley card. And a lot of people call it a rookie card. I don't know for sure if it's a rookie, but fully preserved pack with the piece of tape here on the back. And I want to get that one graded. So really, really cool, awesome piece. This is like a music version of a what they call a cello pack. And I don't think there's a lot of them out there. So I would have to check the PSA pop. And I don't even know what that would cost to get pack slabbed, but that will be something I'm going to be working on. So that 100% needs to get into a top loader after this video for protection purposes. If not, the other packs do too, because I did pay a lot for these packs. So put that over there. And then the last pack over here, or last 2 packs, open up that. We have Kiss on the front. And put that through. So I think these are like the original tape that all these packs had. So Kiss, and then I can't tell who that is. But that is not the earliest Kiss Selmaskar. And I'm probably butchering that name, but looks like they have dolls or something. Yeah, they're dolls or puppets, you can tell. That's what they're holding. But pretty cool. All right. There's those. A little bit of a small history lesson with that. I'm just going to put these over here to the side. Let's go through this slab really quick. This is going to be straight up a Compsy. Kinney Bros, British Navy vessels. It's a 5. Don't think I'll get a 5 today, but I think this is a pretty good Compsy card. So that's where that one will be going. And then let's go through some more of these over here. So this is the box. Oh, the set's over here, and we'll go over that in a second. But this is the Jeffries Championship Souvenir Playing Cards, copyright 1909. And someone posted a stamp, it looks like. I don't even know if it's a valuable stamp or not, but there's a stamp in there. And then you can see how this would have been originally as you open this up. And the playing cards are on the inside. So I'm going to preserve this like that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this box. Maybe I'll just use it as a decoration or a prop or something like that. I think it would kind of look cool in my backdrop. So there's that. And I guess I'll show you some of the set now. So this is what the set looks like. I'm not going to highlight every card. I want to look for where the Jack Johnson is. Well, that has Abe Attell right there, which is a bigger name. There's 2 Abe Attells right there and there. This one has unboxing. This one has a solo picture. Don't know how it's picking up on here. He was one of the people that were kind of involved with the Black Sox scandal. So kind of a cool reference between both sports. And like you can tell the condition on these. Some of them are nicer, some of them like have creases and things like that. So it kind of varies. But that's the first page. And go through a few more of these pages. So a few other bigger names too in that set. So they have the old Jack Dempsey. This isn't the one from the 1920s. I'm hoping though, and that's Robert Fitzsimmons, another bigger name. I'm really hoping this Jack Johnson's in good shape. I got this for a pretty good price, I thought, but there's also a John L. Sullivan. There's a lot of pages actually. So there is John L. Sullivan, the king himself, which is nice. I think Jack Johnson is a one that has like a boxing fight instead of a solo. I'm like 99% sure. Jack Johnson or the Sullivan doesn't look too bad. Probably like a mid-grade copy. And you guys will find out how that does because I'm gonna do a SGC reveal. Let's see, keep going through. Oh, here's the Jack Johnson, I believe. I'm pretty sure, unless there's two of them in that set. Sure could be. How nice is the back? Oh, it's actually not too bad of a back. 6-ish, 7-ish? I don't know. I have to check how they grade the chipping on these. Let's continue to go through. And I'm probably missing some other bigger names, but we have so many cards to go through, and this is the last page. So they actually have the souvenir. They actually have the playing card, and the Joker as well, which is probably tough to find. I would assume a lot of people threw these out, and you can check Jeffers Championship souvenir playing card. Billed on receipt of $1. I'm curious what the inflation is on that. And then the Joker. Jeffries Corbett over there, very famous fight. Yeah, so 54 cards in total for those boxers. I'm just gonna put this off to the side and give my desk a little bit more room. Up next, and I'm gonna go no order, is this U.S. Grant front. Like it looks really nice, but there is like a rip or something like that over here, and then the back. I think this should get a 1.5. It might get a 1, but like this is a super clean copy. At first I thought this was gonna replace my 2. I'm still 50-50. My 2 has like the whole side that's like miscut, but the front appearance on this one looks way nicer. So I'll have to decide. But yeah, so that's what this one looks like. Pretty clean looking front though. It's a shame that there's the rip and paper loss, but that's also why I probably got it for the price I did. Okay, up next, let's go through some of these Indian gum cards. Oh, I guess these are just assorted slabs, not just Indian gums. Jim Bridger, a PSA 6. Then 1938 Horrors of War, Child of Death, Rain. I kind of wish I won that whole Horrors of War lot, but I got outbid on that one. These are very tough to find in high grade. These are 1952 Felix Podens, Betty Davis, and Bing Crosby, a 7 and a 4. Man, I wish there was the Dali or the Picasso. I want to get those in high grade. Same with Einstein. I missed on the Einstein that there was on eBay a while ago, but I think it went for like $350 or $400 in a good grade. Probably should have bought that, but you win some, you lose some. Some more Indian gum. So Red Bear 6.5. I don't know how to pronounce that tribe, but that got a 6. And then Joe Logston. This one has a 4.5 new label. Actually, very clean new label, in my opinion. There's that. And our last slab, 1932 Harding. This one is a PSA 4. So that's the slab side of things. Again, I'll just throw it off to the side. All right, so these lots over here, these are Elvis cards from Topps, I think 1956, 57, and yeah, 56 right over here it says. I had this out of frame actually. But I figured there was 4 card number 1s in here. I'll pick up the lot. We'll see how the card number 1s grade. One of them looks pretty nice. 3 others are like mid-grade copies. And then straight to COMC for the rest. The numbers made sense on this one. We'll see how they grade, and they're going to all go into my next SGC sub. I don't know about the commons, if any of them are going to be worth grading or not. I'll do a quick condition glance. I'm not going to go through all these, to be honest with you guys. We can check that out in my grade reveal. But yeah, I think it's a full set as well. So there's those. I'll just throw those there off to the side. All right, up next. So it's like a Cowboys set that was produced by Hassan. I believe they'd probably also be produced by Mecca. And they're pretty cool artwork. Again, just stuff I'm gonna throw in my COMC store. We'll see if any of these are worth grading or not. I'm not actually too familiar with this set, so I got to do some research. But it was a pretty big card lot. Looks like I lost a card or something like that, or it was just missing in that set, or partial set. But these do look very clean across the board. Yeah, it looks like just some of them had 8 on a page. But artwork is pretty nice too. I don't know how well it's showing on video. It's tough when you have larger lots like this. But regardless, that's the first of this. So all Hassan backs. So if there's any short prints or anything like that, let me know. Yeah, I gotta research this at another time. All right, some state flags. So nothing too special, but these do move pretty well for me. Some of these I might end up grading, and we'll have to see how those do. Like South Carolina actually looks pretty good. Probably about a 3-ish, 2 to a 3-ish. The rest of these, those have gum, or they have stains on them. Probably glued an album at one point. Those 2 backs don't look too bad, but it looks like there's a crease there and paper loss there. So probably one that's gradable. And then on this one, nothing so far. Yeah, probably nothing gradable on this side of things, but really good to add into inventory. There are those flags. This, I paid a lot for this lot over here, and actually what's pretty cool too is some of these help a collector that I've recently did a deal with finish his set. So I don't know for sure which numbers he needs. He sent it to me, but I don't have that up right now. But that's the set. And you might be wondering what the set is. These are Susini actor cards. So you guys seen some of the Susini cards before, which I haven't put this on video yet. Well, I'll show you one. This is like normal Susinis that I collect. These are from 1915 of celebrities and like historical figures and things like that. Well, these are the actor ones from 1920. I don't know the scarcity of these. I would assume they're very rare. But funny enough, it's the German collector, the guy that I bought his books and sent me some cards. So I will be sending some of these back over to him. But I bought this lot for really one card. There are some bigger names in here. I should mention that as well. And I'll have to go through all of these because I'm going to miss some just going through this video really quick. Obviously, we see Buster Keaton right over there, which that's definitely a bigger name. And again, I'll have to just look through. But these are what the backs look like. Almost 2 colored backs. And these are in very good shape. I should mention that as well. But the reason why I bought this lot is for the Houdini card. And I'll be looking for that. Also, another subscriber to the channel, Jay, wants one of the actresses in here. So I will be sending that actress over to him. But I just got to do a little research first. So there's those. I'm pretty sure also the card I'm looking for is on the last page. But, oops, hit the camera. Yeah. I didn't even know about the set existing too until I was talking to the one collector that's building it. He showed me this card right before the auction, and that's before this was announced. And also what's kind of cool too is the guy that consigned this lot, I talked to him on Facebook after I purchased this too. So he collects a lot of the same type of stuff I do as well. Bigger name right there with Lloyd. These look really cool in person, I will say that. And I'm glad there's not a lot of back damage. It's tough to find good shape cards out of Cuba. There's our guy, Harry Houdini. I would assume it's one of his rarest cards, just easily. Number 71. Such a cool card. That needs to go into a sleeve immediately. And that's the reason why I bought this lot. That's my first Houdini card in my collection. I know he has a few other cards out there. I want to get his Ogden pretty badly, but I think this is probably his rarest. And I say that a lot of cards still have not been discovered, so fair warning, there probably is a rare Houdini out there, but we don't know because it's not documented, and I'm working on a project to solve that. But we'll talk about that at a future date. I've probably teased it in a few videos, but I'm just gonna show the fronts from now on. That's because there's 200 plus cards. The commons are gonna go to ComC. So, but if you do collect any of these like actors and actresses, let me know. Again, I'm gonna grab more than the one card there. I'm gonna grab all the bigger names, pull them off to the side, and also I need to send some over to Germany. But if you are needing some of those, just hit me up. And like I said, I assume this is pretty scarce. And oh, I thought this was the last page, but there's 3 more pages. Yeah. And this is the last page there. All right, there are those. And we'll keep going. This was a cheap pickup, but some of the larger fish cards by Alan Ginter. That one might be grade worthy. I'll have to double check. Looks pretty clean. Oh, there's paper loss in the front, so that's not grade worthy. The others don't look too bad. There's a shark there. Well, shark has been skinned, so none of these are grade worthy. They'll just go straight to ComC. But pretty cool on that side of things. I like throwing some oddballs on there. This set is interesting. So originally when I bought the set, I thought this was just the Ginter cards, but I was wrong. So here's the difference. If you look at the bottom, it says the American Tobacco Company. It doesn't say Allen and Ginter. So if you turn these over also, it's still the flags of all nations. And I don't know if the fonts are a little bit different, but the backs look pretty familiar to me. So the assumption is, with this one at least, this was an international issue through the American Tobacco Company. It wasn't issued in 1888. This is probably after the merger of all these different companies. So somewhere in the 1890s, or even could be possibly early 1900s. So I think it was PSA that labels these as 1892. But the other interesting thing about that in general is like these are much tougher. I've talked to also connections in Australia as well as England, and they're not sure where these were distributed. So a very tough set to find. There's the English flag over there. There's paper loss on it, but I mean, can't complain. I honestly just bought it for this over here, the American flag, and at first I thought this was just the Ginter, and I thought I was just gonna grade that card and sell it because I have a nice looking 2 or 2.5. Maybe it's a 3. I don't know. It's in that 2 to 3 range. Super clean looking card. Just has like a few spots on the back. I don't mind it. But this card has been extremely popular. So I know it's something that I can move. I've had people ask for my copy. But now I'm going to pair it up with this. And sometimes you get lucky. And in this case, I got lucky. I had no idea that these cards even existed. And yeah, a good amount of these. So commons will go to Comsi. And I will grade that American flag, and it will go into my collection. And I shouldn't say commons, but non-American flag. This was a lot, like a random assortment lot of cards. So I believe they're all just tobacco cards. Just like I said, Comsi stuff over there. Those almost look like the Tito 6 packs, which are pretty cool. Military subjects. Not all of these are in the best shape, but stuff that people ask for. And we got more over here. Some of these are trimmed and whatnot. Not the best looking. Fez over here in Tolstoy. I got to research if Fez is common or this is a little bit rare. I'm not too much of an expert on those. They're pretty bad shape. Next lot over here. I can't remember. I think I paid like $1 or $2 a card. Turkey Red Automobiles. We got Fez again. The automobile one's a little bit more popular on there. There's Christopher Columbus over here. It's kind of cool. We'll flip that over. Not too familiar with that set. It says this offer expires in 1915. I'll probably end up keeping that just because I like into it super cheap. But yeah, I'm not too sure. A lot of these came from different sources. All right, and the next page of these is all over the place. This is Australian or Austrian national song. That said Australian at first. Some holes in that though. And then next page of those, we have some like Royal Arms emblem cigarettes. Here, all trimmed in like pretty bad shape. Again, like trimmed bad shape tape. Funny enough, this is Mark Twain, and it's destroyed at the front. If it wasn't, I would 100% keep that. That's Cornell University. But there's those. And so there's some more Mayo Cup plugs and stuff like that. Just those. Almost done with these assortment cards. And while I go through these, if you did pick up stuff from this auction, let me know. I'm curious what the subscribers of the channel ended up grabbing. More of these over here. All right, so let me pull those off to the side. I'll keep moving forward. So now we have, I believe these are 1930s as well, more Indian cards. Geronimo over here, bigger name. This one is called Tobacco. We got Black Hawk over here. And you can take a look what the back looks like on these. 311 of a series of 48. Or maybe the Indian cards are just 48. But glad I ended up winning this one. These are some bigger names in here. Andrew Jackson, Fremont. Oh, Custer Scott over here. But here's the bigger names. We got Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, Grant, also McKinley and Roosevelt, which I actually just got a Roosevelt into. A lot of those are probably just gonna go straight to grading. There's that. And then I think these were the last two. Paul Revere's Ride, a classic. And we're on the last set, so you move those. But I do hope you guys enjoy these like recap videos. They're kind of fun to make, just seeing what was purchased. Can't remember what set this was. Oh, the Dick Tracy caramels. I think I got these at like a pretty good price, and these were going to be Comfy as well. Yeah, we'll leave it on this page. Those were my pickups from the vintage non-sports auction. Had a ton of fun bidding in that one, and still think this and the Houdini were the best pickups overall. I need to get that in a case ASAP, but this is definitely one of my favorite cards now. I've always wanted a Houdini, and now I gotta chase his Ogden, and there's a few others I'm chasing, but I forget what the set names are. They're pretty obscure. They're like 1 or 2 graded. All right, I'll see you guys in another video.